It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Thornbridge Jaipur Perfect Draft keg. It's a 6 litre keg, 5.9% ABV, IPA. It's an absolute classic of a beer. I'm really excited to have purchased this keg. And I really want to try it. So first of all, I just polished off a nice keg of lager. You might have seen the Corona review we reviewed recently. So what you do, you lift your handles on that. That releases the keg, and this keg is freezing cold. It really is. So it chills from the bottom. It's got like a chilling pad on the bottom of the Perfect Draft. So what you do, push your buttons on the side, that releases the keg, and now you want to get rid of the line. So push the button, grab hold of the line, pull the old line out. That line then, you can either recycle that or do what you like with it. Put it in the bin, recycle it. Well, it's a rubber hose, so I'm not sure you can recycle the rubber hose. But grab hold of your keg, then take the top off it. Do we need a pair of scissors with this? We do. So every new keg of your Perfect Draft will come with a new keg line, and it's really important that you use your new keg line. It just means there's no chance of infection, so you simply chuck that down in there, feed it through into the line. That then clicks down into position, and you can see there that your new line is in the end, and what it means is the beer's always kind of just flowing through a new line. This old line with a Corona flowing through it, there might be a little bit of a yeast thing going on. It's best to have a clean line. How many times have you heard that in a pub where they talk about lines and so forth? So I'm just going to drop the camera down like that, show you how to put this. So put it on the top, solid push down like that, and then you're connected. There you go. Your Thornbridge line is now connected. Lift that back up. Grab hold of your keg. Now you're going to be wanting to feed this little nozzle thing into the back. And this can be a little tricky. Not overly tricky, but a little tricky. So feed it into your machine. Line it up. Push it into position. Lock that down. Close your doors, and the keg now is saying 5 degrees. So we've literally just got this keg out of the fridge. I honestly strongly advise you pre-chill your kegs in a normal refrigerator whenever you're using any one of these machines. The reason is, or maybe not the industrial Brewfit Pygmy we got, but Perfect Draft, Krups, or the Blade, I strongly advise that you pre-chill your kegs, because there's a chance of you maybe damaging the cooling systems by getting that cooling system to overwork, trying to get something, say, from 16, 17 degrees down to 3 degrees as it likes it, you might as well just bung this in the fridge and let your normal refrigerator do the work. Right, I'm going to wait now a couple of maybe 20 minutes or so for that to get down to 3 degrees, and we'll then be pouring out a nice pint of Thornbridge on a keg on the perfect draft. See you in a moment. Right, it's time to pour the Thornbridge Jaipur. 5.9% ABV. Some of you hawk-eyed people will notice that the keg is on 5 degrees. It went from 5 to 6, back down to 5. I've left it for an hour to settle down, but I'm fine with that. Personally, I really don't want Jaipur to be 3 degrees anyway, because it's going to be too cold. So 5 degrees as it is right now is perfect for me. So I've got my little, I'm going to run the line first. Right, so we've ran some beer through the line. We can drink that later on if we want to. I've wetted my glass. Let's get the pour. There we go. Look at that. I've had cask Jaipur, which was fantastic. I had that in the City Arms in Cardiff. I'm racking my brain to ask the question, have I ever had Jaipur on keg? And I don't think I've had it. I've had it in can, bottle. Look at that. Look at that for a beer. Let's pull it back and put it back forward. Look at that. What an incredible looking beer. Lovely head, good carbonation, slight haze to it. It's not a chill haze because it's 5 degrees. It shouldn't be a chill haze going on. But let's get the aroma. Yeah. Just puts a smile to my face. A real grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange aroma. This takes me back. This keg version of Jaipur takes me back to the early days of Jaipur, where it was absolutely terrific. I'll get into that later on, but I really just want to get into this beer for the moment. Let's dive in. Cheers. That is Jaipur at its very, very best. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a terrific, terrific beer. Makes me want to rub my hands together. I'm drinking this on a Sunday afternoon. I watched a historic Formula 1 race today where Lewis Hamilton kept on his intermediate tyres. He wore them down to slick tyres, and he went on to win his seventh Formula 1 World Championship. It started at 10 o'clock this morning, finished about 12:30, 1 o'clock by the time all the interviews finished. That led me thinking, let's put a nice keg in the perfect draft. I'm a massive Formula 1 fan. Put the chicken in the oven. Just put all the potatoes around the chicken. Poured all the chicken fat all over the roast potatoes. So it's one of those Sunday afternoons. We're in and out of rain. It could rain at any minute here in the bar at the Stone Crow. But it's one of those Sundays. Formula One's just finished. We got the result that we wanted. Chicken's in the oven. And the football kicks off at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Wales versus Ireland. What an afternoon. So I thought, in between the Formula One and the football, let's get a couple of reviews in. Love a Sunday afternoon drink. I've mentioned it so many times on the channel. This is a real filmed review of a relaxed me on a Sunday in the bar. And I've chosen one of the best classic British IPAs to relax with here. Nice and cold. Look at the lacing. Look at the lacing. Let me pull it back. Let me go again. The camera likes it when I hide my face. Look at that. Look at that beer. Absolutely incredible looking beer. Beautiful aroma. Fantastic malt body. Great balance. Grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. Oh, it's a fantastic IPA. Thornbridge Jaipur. I promised you that I would go into the... I have a can. I have a can. This is not pre-rehearsed. I just remembered what it was. Some of you might remember about a month or two ago I did Jaipur in a can. And I wasn't overly impressed. I'm the first to admit I wasn't overly impressed by Jaipur in a can. I always felt that Jaipur, the original Jaipur that I had in a bottle, and that I had about a year later on cask, and then I was buying it in Waitrose in the 500ml bottles. It was a beautiful beer. Good bitterness to it, lots of flavour. And then Thornbridge went through this phase of just, they dipped their toe in the water with Waitrose. They then decided to put Jaipur in Asda's and Morrison's and Tesco's and everywhere else. And I just felt that it suffered a little bit. It did suffer a little bit by going into every major supermarket. You know, when something's spread really thin. But this is a different beer in the keg. It really is. I purchased this with my own money. I bought a load of kegs for Christmas. It's not even Christmas. It's not even Christmas. I bought a load of kegs for the Christmas season on YouTube. I just fancied it. I just fancied it on keg. And it was a good decision. It was a really good decision. Look at the lacing on the glass. Look at that. Look at it. Amazing beer. Very tropical. Nice and malty. I got 6 litres of this. 6 litres! Boom! Football's on. Jaipur on the perfect draft. I've got the chicken in the oven. Chicken in the oven. The perfect Sunday afternoon stroke evening for me and Mrs. Real Ale Guide, craft beer lady. Should we rate this then? Oh, look, just look at it. Just look at it. Look at that. There's such a difference. I found with these machines, whether it's the Crupps, the Philips Perfect Draft, or the Blade, or this beautiful Brewfit professional machine we have here, keg beer from these machines beats anything from the bottle or the can. It's just fresher. It's just a better taste. A better taste. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows. I can't remember my original Thornbridge Jaipur rating. It was 10 years ago now. But I'm going to go ahead and just rate this here in the Stone Crow bar and say this is a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Thornbridge Jaipur 5.9% ABV in the Philips Perfect Draft is a stonker of a beer. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!